record on this computer. All right. We are good to go. We're recording. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we won't keep you long, but we figure we'd just kind of get together again real quick. And got a does anybody have anything, especially Kent, with you being new, anything that you wanted us to touch on, or any questions that you had that's been kind of burning in your brain?
Well, I'm gonna definitely get with you. I need to get the three-way down to where you and I can talk. But I've already got some people. I got a guy too. That weren't you an engineer before? Or
I was in the I was a construction manager with a large construction company. But, yeah.
Okay, that's what this guy does too. Yeah, he's a construction manager. So I was telling him, I know he'd be one that you definitely would connect with. So
what do you want? You want to connect tomorrow? Mid morning or something, when it's quiet.
Well, I'll call you on the side, and then we can kind of work through it and make sure.
Yeah.
It's just, I apologize. I just, between working mornings and nights and sleeping when I get a little bit of sleep, I just haven't been able to do too much. But
yeah, no worries.
Anyway, things are going to be good. Got a lot of things cooking.
Yeah, I saw you got signed up for Long Beach, so that's great.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. Well, I tell you, George, you got any questions that you had that you need help with?
No, the only thing I have pending is that LLC sample. That's all. I'm working on that.
You're still working on the LLC? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know tomorrow or something if you've chatted with your daughter or your niece or whoever. George has got this whole array of worldly people he's working.
Yep.
Oh. Hey, Chris. I don't know if he can hear us or not, but Andy, you got anything? Andy's kind of a vet. He's kind of probably really new. Any questions? But Andy and I chatted today a little bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, we chatted earlier, so I'll get with you and we can get a hold of those few people.
Sounds good. Well, we'll just touch on a couple things then. George, were you able to get on the LVA online?
No, was not able to. As I contacted Mike, there was no LVA in Cleveland through online.
That's what.
And I wasn't able to contact with the girl on
all right.
Zula.
Yeah.
So Mike arranged for me to have something on September, sometime in September.
Okay.
I'm okay.
You would have gotten a link on your email, on your Gmail. That's why I was looking for your Gmail address. And you would have wanted to click on that link, but it's not a big deal. We'll make sure that we get you set up for September.
Okay.
It is, Mikey told me that it is recorded and they send out the link to your email. And I don't know, she didn't give me a date in September, but she told me in September is when they send it out. It's just that recorded version of the LVA.
Is it, are you talking about, it's available in September for this previous one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. All right.
The question on that Saturday meeting, I didn't get to go to that, but I didn't really get to check the link. Is that what you're talking about? The LV something or whatever?
Yeah, LVA. Yeah. So you can look for September. So LVAs are always the third Saturday of every month, unless there's a big event like Long Beach. Okay. So there'll be another one the third weekend in September in your same backyard, September 21st. Okay.
Okay.
So, and I'll touch on a little bit more. So with those, you just go to www.advantageacademy.com and you will be able to let me do some let me see. And you'll be able to register again. But there's another access, so you'll be able to do the same thing, Kent, in September, okay?
Okay.
Now, there's another area where you can look at all the events, and it's called Big Blue Calendar, okay? And we don't talk about that much, but I want to go ahead and I want to share my screen real quick. And to my desktop. Okay, here we go. All right, so now if I go over to here and I pull up, it's called Big Blue Calendar. You guys can check this out. Now, right now, this is September. right over here. You guys can all see that, I hope. Up on top. Now you go to this just by typing in www.bigbluecalendar.com. So we're going to send out a playback of this, so that information will be on there. So bigbluecalendar.com. Every month this is updated. You can see that this happens to be September. I'll go back and I'll click on August, and it'll pull up August in a second. Okay, so there you go. So there's all the meetings that are all over the U.S. every day of the week, different areas. So you can look in your backyard, even Kent like yourself, or George in Florida or in California. You can see what different meetings are going on, and you can attend these meetings if you want.
And bring people.
And you can bring people. These are all open, okay? You look over here on the 17th, which was this past Saturday, there were all the LVAs, okay? So you can look right down the list. You know, for example, we're looking for...
There's the online.
Yeah, there's different ones online, and then I know, like Kent's was Missouri. This has got to be it. Lee Summit.
Lee Summit, Missouri. Yeah, I think that's where it was.
That's where it was. So there it is. So what you could do is, you know, next month you can go to this thing and you can go. You'll see Life Advantage Academy. Click on
Now,
that.
when you take a guess, they don't have to pay, do they?
No, you know, in general they're supposed to, but you know, I think I sent you a text. It's not a problem.
Because that was one thing about Amway that I liked, is that you could bring 10 guests, and
Yeah.
the whole idea was to get them to join, not to charge them to come to an education.
Exactly. And, you know, and I tell you, because we ran the LVAs in Cleveland for 3 years, and now my son Mike runs them, and we always let them listen for free. And I think I might have mentioned to you when you were talking about going, the presenter was a friend of ours, Michael Huey, and he's a good friend of ours, and I would have contacted him. And I'm sure next month, who's ever putting it on, I would let them know, and you'd be able to get guessing for free.
Okay.
Because it's
That was, I mean, and 25 is kind of pricey for those, because like I said,
no doubt.
we did them, they were $5 for the Amway person, but then you never had to pay for anybody else to get in, because
Right.
the whole idea was to get them to join.
The whole idea is get
Charge
them,
money to go
yeah.
to a meeting.
get them there and get them exposed. So
Here's in
Exactly.
Kansas City, Missouri at 6:45 on the 27th.
yeah,
So
so
if you click on that, it will
Where's
tell.
that one at?
That's at
St. Joseph Campus and the Community Center for Health and Education.
That's just about 45 minutes north.
Yeah, now that happens to be what's called an opportunity meeting that somebody else is putting on. So what they're doing, this Martrea
so
Zohar,
distributors are $5. Bring your guests, they're free.
yeah, $5 for a distributor, and all guests are free. So
Yeah.
this is actually an opportunity meeting. So if you pull up Big Blue and you start going through this, Kent, you'll say, oh, look at that. Somebody's doing a meeting right in Kansas City, Missouri. And you can click on it. It tells you the time. This one happens to be 6:45 to 7:45 p.m. And somebody else will be doing a presentation for you, so you can bring a guest to that, okay?
Exactly. Yeah, those are good to go to.
Those are very good. So that's Big Blue Calendar. Again, if you can go.
But again, for George, in terms of, you know, registering for the online, you can just pick, this would be for September, you know, and you can change your month right here. You can also change to different countries, and then you can also change different states. So, yeah, you by state. So you can, you know, change whatever state you want to look at.
That's cool.
So
It's a great
back
tool.
to you all, but at any rate, for George, for next month, you know, if you're looking to do an online, you know, you can pick. It doesn't matter if it's being presented in Honolulu or Lansing or whatever. That's just the presenter that you're going to be watching. So you can click on it and register and be able to watch it then.
And I'm not sure if that's true. And I'm only saying that because I'm pretty sure there's only one that's actually being filmed online. These other ones down here, when it says online, that just means that they don't have an academy. They have to do it online, Okay.
Oh,
So you still have to register through lifeadvantageacademy.com. And then you just click on, there's only one for online on there that you click on.
well, you can click here to watch.
So, but either way, so that's Big Blue.
That's good. Cool.
Yeah, that works pretty well. A lot of background noise here. It was Chris. All right, so that's Big Blue. The other thing that you got for especially the new people and everybody, there's something called the Proven Plan Training Call. Okay, and this is every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. There's an Elite Pro 7 through 10 that does a training call every single Saturday for about 30 minutes.
That was also on Big Blue Calendar too.
That was probably on Big Blue Calendar as well. So let me click on that. And
Oh,
no, I already
you're
did.
still sharing.
Here we go. Okay.
See the Proven Plan Training Call.
So any Saturday, look right here. So see this Proven Plan Training Call? This happens to be the first of the first Saturday. So there you go. You go right to this tab, click on the Proven Plan Training Call, and you can go right into here and click right on this phone number here. And there's a passcode 54321#, and you'll be tied in and you'll be able to listen. Ann and I, for years, listened to these every Saturday, and we would just put a headset and we'd walk around and be doing our chores around the house, and we'd listen to the call. So there's always topics it's all especially great for new people. They talk about the getting started, the databasing, invite, tell the story, follow up, resolve concerns, et cetera, et cetera. So that event happens every single Saturday, except for, of course, when there is actually, not even on LVA Saturday, they do it. So that's at 11 a.m. Eastern time, okay, every Saturday. That's the Proven Plan Training Call. All right, so hopefully that helps a little bit. The other thing I want to hit on too is if you have a question and you can't reach your enroller, or you just want to be a little more independent and you can't call us. Now, we get calls all the time, and that's okay. But you should know that LifeVantage has a distributor support number. Not always the greatest people, as you know, Kent. You got to experience somebody that couldn't speak English, but that's a whole nother story. Normally, you don't get people that can't help you. But that number, and this will be recorded, so that number is 866-460-7241, and that's distributor support. That's for anybody.
You can also email them at support@lifevantage.com as well, if you'd rather just email if your question or
Right.
concern or whatever isn't urgent.
And you could text to this number.
Yes.
So a lot of us like to text. If you just got a question about, I don't know, maybe a commission that maybe you were missed on or something, you could shoot them a text and they'll respond to you. So that's pretty cool. Okay.
Okay.
There's also what's called Tech Tuesday. Every Tuesday, Ryan Goodwin, who is our marketing director, he does a Tech Tuesday. I don't always get on them, but I probably at least once or twice a month I'll jump on. I believe it is, I want to say it's like 10 o'clock Mountain Time. I'll check that and send out a note to you guys. And that's through Facebook. So Ryan Goodwin is trying to help train all of us on how to use the app. And I know that a lot of us are app friendly. I don't know how else to put it, but right. So he does this in like 15 minutes, and he'll just every Tuesday he'll just do a quick tip on how to use the app or how to maneuver through using social media a little bit. Okay, that'll help, and we'll send this out. I think what I'm going to do is Ann and I will type up a little quick sheet with some of this recap. We've done this before, but some of it's been updated, and I'll shoot it to you guys. That way you actually have it in print, and you can keep it with you as far as the phone numbers and the different dates and things like that. Other than that, guys, I'm going to hit on the events, and then we're going to probably call it a day. We already talked about the next LVA is September 21st. Then we got Long Beach, California, and I know a lot of you guys are registered. A lot of folks are not yet, so I highly recommend you register, especially if you have a free ticket.
I think
Either-
that $99 pricing ends at the end of this month.
Yeah, through the end of the month. They extended it big time because it was going to end, a couple
Last
weeks
month.
ago.
Mhm.
So that's October 3 through 5. Then you got the Destination EA, which is Cancun, Mexico. That's February 6 through 10. And then of course, there's another Pro 5 Summit coming up. I'm just bringing it up because they do Pro 5 Summit twice a year, correct?
I think so.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know what Pro 5 Summit is, when you hit Pro 5, and I believe you maintain it 2 out of the qualifying months, the company flies you out to Salt Lake, and you go to a beautiful resort, and you're there for 3 or 4 days. I mean, the next one is Pro 5 is March 12th through the 15th. So they pay for your flight, they pay for your stay, they feed you, and you get trained for a whole long weekend by Master Pro 10s, the 9s, usually corporate there in Jensen. So that's a reward for hitting Pro 5. So Pro 5 is definitely the rank you want to go after. Of course, we always say go after Pro 3 because that's the foundation rank. Once you hit Pro 3, you'll work hard and get the Pro 5, and then you get that Pro 5 Summit. When you hit Pro 5, the goal with the company is to get you to Pro 5 Summit to help you move to Pro 7 to hit the elite ranks, and that's what that's all about. Okay, you can read about that, and I'll do one more quick share.
Hold on 1 second, too.
Go ahead.
The Destination EA, Steve was talking about that, which is in February. They extended the financing for that through the end of this month, I believe.
Did they? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that you do need to have a second person. So in terms of a room, you have to share a room with somebody. So when you do the online registration, it's charging for 2 people because it's a double occupancy room. So you do need to have a partner or somebody that, would
You
be
want to
sharing
travel.
that room with you.
Okay.
What's that again?
The Destination EA that they have in Cancun, Mexico in February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the Cancun trip. And you can learn more about that here, guys. So I pulled up our website, right? You guys all have the same website, except for yours is called something different. Okay, if you go to your website and you go over here to My Account, top right, and you can go, I got to move the group out of the way. Okay, so we'll go to My Account, and just pan down here and you'll see upcoming events, event registration, which is where you can register for Long Beach and for the others. You just click right on that and you do the registration. But if you go to upcoming events, I just clicked on that. There's all the events coming up, okay, which is pretty cool. There's Long Beach. You can click on Long Beach. It'll give details on Long Beach. Here's the LifeVantage Legacy trip, which is in December. That's where we go down and we build houses in Mexico for the underprivileged people. That's something that Ann and I have not done yet, but we really would like to. There's the Destination EA, which is in February, and there's Pro 5 Summit. So you can go to your area and you can read about these things and see what it's all about. It's pretty cool. And if you haven't, dabbled with your website, certainly do that. You can go to shopping. There's a lot of information here about the company, and this is right on your main page. Okay, so you should be able to maneuver that pretty easily. Okay.
I couldn't get in it the other night, so I wasn't taking my password, which my password's my name, and I still couldn't get in, so I just gave up and went to bed.
So have you been on your site yet?
Not at all. That's the thing. I've been so swamped. I tried it the other night. It was like midnight, and like I said, it wouldn't take it, and I wasn't going to call the support line that late, so I was like,
Yeah, that's probably a little bit late, even though they're 2 hours, probably 2 hours behind you. They're 3 hours behind us, but yeah, and when you get some free time, go through it, and then just you can call one of us, and we can help you get in there, or certainly George.
I apologize. It's been crazy.
No worries. No worries. I'm gonna unmute everybody because that's really unmute audio. Let's see, manage this.
My battery's about to die, so I might lose you here. But anyway,
Yeah, we're about to wrap up anyways. Unmute.
Conversations. I could talk to people all day and hear about.
All right. let's see, Chris. I don't know if Chris, you got anything? I just unmuted you. Got any?
Hello.
How you doing, Chris?
Yes. I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. You got? I know you were at.
So my question is, sorry. My question is, for this Cancun trip, I can attend this trip with another person, right? Like
Correct.
that's how it is. It's not like you have to be. It's not like a summit. It's not like a summit where you have to be a Pro 5.
No.
Be,
No, this is for everybody.
This is no different than going
Okay.
to Long Beach or Kansas City. It's just a destination EA. Okay, they decided to do
Okay.
combination, both EA and mini vacation, if you will. So it's definitely a pretty cool event you could do. Okay.
Okay. And then yeah, that's really the only question I had.
Good deal.
It's good seeing you guys.
Good seeing
Yeah,
you.
you
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Mike can share more on that too. And I know you had a guest this weekend, I believe he had said at the LVA. So that's great.
Yeah, my girlfriend and my friend Larry. I think he's on the call right now.
Oh, yeah.
With him tomorrow.
Okay.
He is. We'll say hi to Larry.
Hi, Larry.
All right.
Larry.
Awesome. Anybody else got any other comments they want to share or anything at all we could hit on?
Well, in terms of Larry being a new person on the Zoom here, we would be happy to answer any questions that you may have or help you out in any way as well. So, feel free to ask us.
Yeah, if you
for
got
anything.
if you got anything right now, certainly feel free. If not, I mean, Chris can tie us to a call later on, or certainly Mike, he's on the call as well, and we can answer any questions. Sound good?
Awesome.
All right, guys. Lewis, I know
Thank
you're
you.
on the call, but I knew it was a little bit noisy there. So you got anything?
Let's keep moving forward.
Sounds
Keep
good.
sharing.
Yep.
Sounds good, guys.
That's all we do.
All right, we'll talk soon, guys. We'll get this posted and call us if you got anything at all. And Kent, let's hook up tomorrow, okay?
Okay, I will. I'll give you a holler.
You guys have a great night.
Thank you. Thank
All
you,
right,
Steve.
thanks a lot.